Hi everybody, how you doing? It's about time to check in with you and let you know what's going on in my world. And we're gonna make some sloppy joes and tater tots for supper. I've actually started getting going here. I'll show you what I got going on for the sloppy joes. I am browning the hamburger. When you cut it in, chop it up into little pieces, you can tear it with your hand, or you can chop it with a spatula. Get a metal spatula, and you can just chop it up like that. Or if you crumble with your hands, you'll get your hands real dirty, and so do it whatever way you want to do it. But I cooked this on a little more than a medium heat, and now it's time to stir it up a little bit, and then we're gonna have a little earthquake here. Da, da, da. Now I'm going to tell you what's going on. So we found an apartment for less than $1,000 a month. Yeah. So that's a pretty good deal. And I just got a job. So yay. I don't start until August 4th, but actually that's only a couple weeks away. But I've worked the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and the early shift, 7 a.m., and I'm the prep cook. I do breads and pastries and salads and vegetables and just whatever. Take stuff out of the freezer, chop up stuff, rotate stuff. I gotta check stuff, make sure it doesn't get rotten, find some rotten stuff. Speaking of rotten, I wanted to show you what I found here. Man, you so easily poison your family and not even realize it. It's just ridiculous. Let me show you. Whoops, earthquake. Okay. I opened up some tomatoes. These weren't supposed to go bad for a year, but I got a bad smell and I opened it. Do you see that blackish colored stuff along the top? That's rotten. You cannot use these tomatoes. They will make your family sick. Okay, I opened up this can. This expired a year ago, but I thought, well, I'll open it and see. I opened it. It didn't have a smell to it. It doesn't look bad. The can doesn't look bad. I tasted it. It tasted so tinny. It's terrible. Now, if you get something that tastes tinny, sour, a little off, and you think you can mix it into a recipe and get rid of that flavor, oh no, that flavor does not go away. You will ruin your dish. If something is rotten past its prime, you think maybe not, go with not, because you don't want to ruin your dish. Okay, enough of that. Or poison your family. If you want to poison your family, disregard everything I just said. Okay, so now you got to look at me. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about the job. Okay, I was going to show you what I'm going to do for the, we're going to go for the walk. For the Sloppy Joe mix, because money's getting tighter. And so instead of buying Manwich, which is still reasonably priced, but you get this stuff like this from the secondhand store, not secondhand store, but the food pantries. You get stuff like this, and tomato paste, and diced tomatoes. So this is what you can use to make your sloppy joes. Now, when you get a mix, a powder, you want to mix it up first. You don't want to just throw it on the hamburger. Okay, you want to mix it up first. And you want to thin out your tomato paste. Anytime you use tomato paste, you want to thin it out before you add it to your recipe. If you just dump it into your soup or whatever you've got, you will be so frustrated trying to stir that in. It'll just clump up on you. Oh, and also, just use a spoon to get this out. Don't use your spatula. Even the skinny spatulas, they get ruined. Just use a spoon. A little gets wasted, so what? A little bit doesn't matter. Okay, take the juice off of your tomatoes and pour it all over your tomato paste. We're going to stir this in. and we're not adding any water or taking away any flavor. See, and then you just kind of fold it over. Remember we talked about folding before? That's when you go under, up, and over. That's folding liquid into something solid. Or if you're using whipped cream, coloring it or something. Just to fold in, that's what it's called, to fold in. We don't have to get fancy. See how it's so much thinner? Okay, now for the sauce, just to keep the powder from getting clumped up and someone getting a nasty bite, we pour it in there. Of course, it's a little bit chunky because it's from a food pantry. Okay. I should have mushed that up. Yeah, this is the fix. This is the fix. We're not going to throw it away because it's still good. It's just chunked up. Is there an expiration date on this? Who cares really? It's just powder flavoring. I don't think there is an expiration date. Oh yeah, right there. Yeah, it should have retired. But anyway, we're eating this, not you guys, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and dump in the tomatoes and take them over to the hamburger, which we didn't drain. We need to drain. Okay, so we saw how to make the sauce to put on the hamburger to make the sloppy joes. And I have to drain the fat, but I'm having tater tots. The thing I wanted to say about tater tots, that last couple of minutes of cooking them really makes a difference. It says like 24 to 26 minutes at 425. Well, I turned it up a little bit to more and cooked it the same amount of time, 24 minutes, and they came out nice and crispy. And that extra couple of minutes or extra temperature, extra heat, that helps. That makes them better because nobody likes them squishy and bleh, yuck. So there's my lesson on not killing your family with tomatoes and how to make sloppy joe without a manwich. And how to crumble fry your hamburger. So if you don't know how to crumble fry your hamburger or brown your hamburger, you learn tonight. Very simple. Tear it up, cook it in a pan, and tear it up or chop it up with the spatula. Cook it in a pan. And I was going to tell you guys about if you're shopping for pans in the secondhand store at the thrift store, make sure to get pans that have a good solid bottom. And if you can find a lid that fits it well, buy the lid. Okay? Always try to get a lid with each pan because you don't know what all you're going to cook in it. So, but you always want to have a lid that fits it well. And so anyway, that's all my news for today. We got an apartment, got a job where it's going to be touch and go, but we're going to make it. So we'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for your prayers and your well wishes. You guys take care. Bye-bye.